Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about what if three-way tie never happened. So in this video we're basically going to talk about scenarios where each of the racers won, besides the king, because as we know the racer who wins will get the Dinoco sponsorship, and the king was already a Dinoco racer at the time of Cars 1, so we are only going to explore about if McQueen and Chick Hicks won the race. I've already done a video talking about what if McQueen got the Dinoco sponsorship, but that's about if he got it at the end of the first movie. In this video, we're going to talk about it if he got it at the beginning of the movie, because in this one, the three-way tie would have never happened. So, let's start with McQueen. Now, if McQueen's tongue was able to race to the finish line before the king and Chick would be able to get to him and make the three-way tie happen, then McQueen would win and get the Dinoco sponsorship, and this would set an entirely new timeline, because now there's a very, very low chance McQueen would go to Radiator Springs, since he only went there because McQueen fell out of Max Holler, because they needed to go to LA for the tiebreaker. But now they won't have to, at least not right now. And I think the rest of it for years between 2006 and 2011, or between first film and second film, would just be McQueen racing under Dinoco, not really making any friends. However, I'm sure he would get acquainted with Tex and the Dinoco hauler, and maybe the helicopter, and maybe even the king. But yeah, now for 2011, McQueen would still be invited to the World Grand Prix, because I think he would still be in his peak years if he was able to get Dinoco. And yeah, I think most of the events of Cars 2 would remain the same, including the Spies and the Lemons. They would play it the same, but Mater, Luigi, Guido, Sergeant Fillmore would not join McQueen for his trip across the world. We would still likely meet the World Grand Prix racers, but it's unknown if without Mater that Finn and Holly would be able to figure out that it was Miles Axelrod. And without Fillmore, McQueen will probably not use All-Now, and the Lemons will not attempt to blow him up. And Miles Axelrod would get away with it, but the Spies would still be able to explode the rest of the Lemons, and if the Lemons say it's Axelrod, then he might get arrested sometime in the future. But I think most of the events of Cars 2 would still play out the same. So that brings us to Cars 3, where most of the events would still play out like McQueen's crush, but I doubt McQueen would meet Sterling and Cruz, since that has to do with Rusty's, and McQueen's no longer with Rusty's, so yeah. And yeah, so I think there's actually an alternate ending to Cars 3 where Tex makes McQueen the new Dinoco racer, so I think in this timeline Tex would still keep McQueen as a Dinoco racer. However, I'm not sure if McQueen would win in Florida. In the ending that we got, McQueen drops out of the race, so Cruz can get her chance, but now Cruz not here, so yeah. But yeah, so I think if McQueen wins, he would stay on Dinoco, but if not, he would be replaced by Next Gen. Anyways, that brings us to Chick Hicks. So if Chick Hicks wins the three-way tie, he may or may not be hired by Dinoco, since at the end, sponsored by Dinoco, because at the end of Cars 1 he did win, but he cheated and was not for Dinoco. In the first race of Cars, he also cheated, causing the huge crash, so I don't think Tex would accept him for Dinoco, but if he does, Chick may or may not maintain a winning streak, which may or may not get him to the World Grand Prix. World War 3. And I think he would be replaced by a Next Gen extremely soon. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it took a while to release this, but yeah. If you all enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Good ciao and bye.